Hey, Coach Tony here to talk to you about single tasking. Now you may be wondering why I'm wearing a Giants jersey, recording this video in the middle of an RV park. I ask you, put that thought down for 1 minute, I'll get to it at the end of the video, and instead, let's talk about single tasking as a way of life. Single tasking is the opposite of multitasking, and the science of multitasking is that it doesn't work for obvious reasons. You're always going to be better off being focused, right? And multitasking is kind of by definition saying, I want to do a lot in the most unfocused way possible. So that's why we do single tasking. The way we've come at single tasking in the past is to first start at the environmental level. That's look around you and get rid of all of the distractions. And the big easy one is we take our phone and we get rid of all of those notifications that are constantly interrupting us. Single tasking is when you say, I will check my email when I want to check my email. I'm not going to let someone else, I'm not going to let a computer tell me when to check my email or my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook, all the other notifications that you have going on. So we do an environmental pass, so it looks sort of like that. That's what my home screen looks like now. You'll notice there's no what some people call Skittles apps that you're just like, oh, they're so colorful, I gotta open that. And you'll also notice there's no red badges saying, oh, Tony, you've been bad, you haven't checked these messages yet. All of that is removed. That's the environmental level. And that way of thinking of coaching as being at different levels, it comes from this framework called DILT's logical levels, which I bring up over and over again just to call out what level we're coaching at. I'm much more interested, and I think it's much more powerful to move up that stack. So obviously, we're going to build the habit of single tasking. We're going to build the capacity to focus for longer and longer. But beyond that, I want to get at this identity, this like single tasking as a way of life. Because single tasking as a way of life is about saying, I'm going to put my full focus, and not just focus, sometimes my full enjoyment. So as a joke almost, the last time we did single tasking, I challenged everyone to decide for themselves, is it okay to eat popcorn while you watch a movie? Kind of jokingly, those are two separate things. Are you fully enjoying your popcorn, or are you fully enjoying your movie? But that, I like that as sort of like a question that you have to dig into and wonder, well, what else in my life am I only partially engaged in? Do I eat in front of the television? What am I doing when I'm working? What's the role of music in work? It can actually go both ways. Are you someone that watched TV when you studied growing up? But it's like when you do that, you don't get the full enjoyment of great TV. I watch a lot of TV, but never when I'm working. Because when I watch TV, I want it to be meaningful. And the same when I'm working, I want it to be meaningful. So the module is single tasking, and it's one of the most powerful things. I mean, that's what I gotta tell you. It's one of the most powerful things you can do. One of the best modules we have in Heavy Mental. Okay. I'm wearing a Giants jersey. I'm in an RV park. Some of you might be seeing this video and not even know who I am. I'm Coach Tony. I'm the founder of Coach.me. I go through the Heavy Mental process along with you. All the exercises are exercises I've done in the past and that I'm doing again because they're so important. But these exercises about training your brain always begs the question, to what end? And so you see me today answering that question for myself. A lot of things had to align for me recently, but they did, and they aligned in a way that let me take 4 months to live and work in a van and travel the country. Today is my first full day. I'm in Arizona, getting my work done, focused and single tasked on getting my work done, and then I'm going to hit the last day of spring training here in Scottsdale. I'm a San Francisco native, grew up there, huge Giants fan, and so that's my day, and that's how I ended up in this RV park, and that's why I am wearing my Giants gear.